Okay, it says Hangout is live. So this is Richard Wallen coming to you from WIIFM, and we are going to give it a minute to allow for a few people to get on board before we cover this agenda. Basically, we're going to be talking about this launch. Let me get this on the screen here so when you come in, you're going to see this little screen here. And I'm going to give it, like I said, a few minutes to let people get engaged, give time to run through this. It will be recorded that everybody has received either through a text message or email. And we are going to cover this photo of pre-launch. Now I am entertaining three of my granddaughters right now, so you'll have to bear with me if they have some questions. So, but other than that, fully devoted to getting this information out to you in a fairly short period of time. I expect this to take 15 to 20 minutes to do the presentation, go over the information. So if this is something that you have already decided that it's a very viable option for you, because it's one of the best options out there right now to do a business out of a box. Out of a box, meaning your phone. Then this is something you need to pay attention. We will have some phenomenal resources that you can use to get through some areas stuck. But other than that, we will be moving right along. So again, a couple more minutes. Even though it is recorded, and I have received notification from people that either something came up. I really looked at the football schedule even to make sure that I interrupt too many people in their gameplay, but then again, you could be having a late lunch, get stuck in traffic, or a number of things, like getting out of church, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to move right along here in just a couple minutes, and then we will go through the agenda. And I'm going to pretty much stay agenda with very little jumping around. There are some items that there is some synergy there where they definitely are leather. So again, this is Richard Wallen, and we are going to cover this official pre-launch. And basically, you have tonight. It's the position that you have. A number of you, if you're just visiting, a number of you have already enrolled in Hodo. You may or may not have tried the app to see exactly all about. If you have not installed the app on your phone, then you're not getting notifications from the Hodo Global Office, which they don't come that frequently, but whenever there's new announcements out, new additions, new part added, the technology that they together is phenomenal, and it will be world class. It is already world class, but it will be recognized as world class by to this first of 2017 at the latest. There are 21,000 people that are engaged, and that number is growing. All right, so I believe I've given it enough time for those that are going to come to get here, so we're going to roll right along, and I'm going to cover the. So this is the agenda. This is all that I've put together as far as. Let's see, I had some people say they had to click off and back on to hear me. Oh, if you let me if you have hearing, let's see. Um, Let me go to the YouTube page. And I need to mute this so I don't get the feedback. So, okay, you hear me? And just in case you can't hear me, let me know if you can hear me. The broadcast audio test, and we're getting a little bit of live feedback. So let me go back here, and I hope that everybody can hear me just fine. The audio tested out good on the test we did the other day. So, and I just heard myself just a minute ago when I did have the YouTube on. So, what is activation? So we're going to go through what does that mean? What is activation? And then you're going to also hear the term hold your position. So what does it mean to hold your position? Thank you, Val. I appreciate that. And then what is the HGMP, okay, which is the Hodo Global Marketing Package. This is something that you're going to see when you get ready to go do the activation. All right, and then of course you're going to want to know what is the cost, the SEP, that's sharing economy. I apologize if I don't remember these acronyms. Economic partner, or just partner. It's a lot easier to remember that. All right, and then what's in it for me? What exactly are you able to do once you decide to become a partner? What does it take to qualify to make money? And then ultimately, what is TripSpin? Okay, TripSpin is the product, it is the technology. Okay, so let's rock along, and we're going to go through basically leveraging what's already out there right now. This way you should have received a link from somebody that sponsored you directly or indirectly, and they would have had their sponsor link in front here where the www is. All right, when you receive that. And then when you go there, their name will show up here, okay? Because if you go to this link and you're not, then it will come up like this, and it will say referring partner, meaning that, whoops, I apologize for that. So you should have a name here, and that is your direct sponsor. And if you've already logged into the back office yourself, then it should be your name, okay? And so this is the countdown for the time remaining to activate, which is tonight, basically today, in order for you to hold your spot. All right, so I highly recommend that you go here, listen to these videos, listen to this information here, and don't have any distractions, okay? A lot of times life is very busy and you end up with a lot of distractions, and you don't absorb all the information that's in front of your face. So please take time, because this is one of the most disruptive technologies out there in the world today. So what's going to make Hodo different? And that is the disruptive technologies, the partnerships that we have engaged with. All right, so there's the Hodo.biz site gives you a good bit of information on what our partners and subscribers are up to, so that you can either be a partner and or you can be a subscriber, both. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to roll over here to the news, which that's a link that we have sent out to everybody. 1 minute, my granddaughter has a question, please. Okay, it was important that okay, we're taking turns in the recline chair. So again, let me move right along here. The official pre-launch has begun. This activation countdown. This is what we've all been waiting for many months. We have been building and growing this business while everything comes together. So what do we want to know? What is activation? Okay, so in the Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called Hodomania. Okay, so in Hodomania, if you're a member of this Facebook group, there is an activation how-to, okay, file, which that opens up this Adobe PDF file. Okay, you through the detailed activation. What does it take to be registered as a partner? All right, so as you go through this, you will need your partner ID, which is typically a 6-digit code. You need a back office password, which when you enrolled, all this information was sent to you through email. If you do not have this information, then you can go to the support. I will make sure that I post the support link here, but you can go to the support link and send them a request, or actually here, you can look up my password, okay, and they will let me see, I actually have it pulled up here. Look up my password, and then it wants to know my partner ID and my user email address. If I don't have the partner ID, give my user email address. Okay, so the best thing you can do is get with your sponsor, the person that signs you up. And if you have trouble getting with your sponsor, then get with support. All right, so again, let me back up here a little bit. One more. Whoops. Okay. So I am going to get back on track here. So activation, again, goes through this process with this information: your partner ID, your back office password. Once you get in there, you will receive your welcome page and the announcement that the Hodo Global is now open for business. All right, so you will go through this entire workflow here where you will log in. The first thing you need to do is make sure your information is correct, your billing information, and then you will do your place new order. Okay, so in the place new order, it's this information you will go through and make sure that all your information is correct. I believe now they are only accepting Visa and MasterCards. Okay, and so this is what's important right here. All right, so what I talked about earlier was the difference between holding your position, okay, and then activated. All right, and that's the difference is here. If all you want to do is hold your position, so that, and I apologize for the let's see if I can make this a little bigger. If you want to only hold your position, this radio button is already selected. It's mandatory. All right, so uncheck the trip spin, and then you will not activate your account, and I'm going to go into that a little bit more. All right, so once you hold your position, you will only be spending $88 for the year. After today, this goes up to $98. All right, so you have today to hold your position where you're currently at, which is you're very high in a binary system. So this will help hold your position where you don't lose that spot, and you can later on come in and activate. And activation activation through January can only happen by you purchasing a TripSpin subscription. Okay, and then if you want to hold your position so you don't lose the people underneath you, then you can wait until the subscription is open to the public, which will be in January, I believe, or in December. I apologize for not knowing the exact date. So when that happens and you can sell a subscription, you can activate when you have a customer underneath you that purchases a TripSpin subscription. Okay, so that is the difference between holding a position and activating. All right, so the activation again is $308.88. Hold your position is only $88. Okay, and then TripSpin has an ongoing monthly subscription of $88. All right, and all of that information is available to you. So this is an example of what a total cost will be, and this is assuming the tax in your local area may be different. So this total cost may deviate a little bit depending on your local tax. So this is what it takes at this point in time to hold a position and or activate. All right. So and then this part about what I told you, okay, 88.88 for the renewing the monthly subscription. Now some people look at it and they say, wow, that seems like a lot. Well, what you haven't seen is the technology that drives this. You're gonna and I'm gonna do that on the tail end on the Q&A. I'm gonna go through and do a quick demonstration on TripSpin. All right, so I'm not going to go through this entire PDF. It's 17 pages. This is what you can do. You can finish this and go through this. Hold your position. I highly recommend you do that at the very least. Some of you have a dozen people under you, and once people start activating, then that will grow. It's just incredible, the growth. Some of you have thousands of people under you. Okay, so you need to look, because even if you only have a few, it's well worth it, because people like myself and there's many others that are part of the leadership team that are building aggressively, and they're placing people under people. And as I see people get more and more involved and put an effort into their business, they actually defer sponsorship to you and allow that person to be sponsored under you. So incredible personalities working this business that want to share and grow and help you do the same. Okay, so now I'm going to move along. Let's see where that's on the upgrade opportunity. Okay, so here's the opportunity. So what's in it for you? All right, so when you do the hold position and activate with a TripSpin subscription, all right, the opportunity, and again, all of this information is here. Okay, I brought you into Hodo, and I brought you into the opportunity. The news was one of the pages we looked at. So in this opportunity, well, this is a little 2-minute video. I'm not going to play it right now. You can go in and take your time to go in and do the due diligence for the investment that you're going to make in this busin's, which is relatively cheap for a business that's in a box. Okay, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about soon, because here side of the laptop or computer, desktop, whatever it is that you have. All right, there is no experience needed. All the training is provided. All right, and it's all about sharing this technology like you would share a movie. Okay, so this is the why, as far as why it's such a big deal. This is an $8.1 trillion marketplace, and that was last year's data. All right, so here's all the information there. Again, if you have not been exposed to the videos that help you understand that there are only 2 players right now, and Hodo Global is the third coming into this market. So, and this, when you watch the videos, it will explain all about Expedia's Priceline. Okay, and now the new kid on the block, Hodo. All right, the compensation plan. It goes into the full compensation plan. I am not going to get into this full compensation plan. If you have any questions, you can look it over. If you have any questions, you can ask your sponsor, and they will be glad to either explain it or direct you to a video, which there's also a video that basically demonstrates how the compensation plan works. Okay, so moving right along, the pre-launch compensation plan, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what they're talking about is you create, you activate, and then you qualify. And so you create your HODO account, you activate your partner account, and then you qualify by having one retail sale on your right and one retail sale on your left. And then you activate to make money. And that's what I talked about back here earlier. What does it take to make money? Okay. And so this goes into the entire information on how you make money and how all of that works. So again, I'm not going to go into this. You can see the link, and all of this is again here on the main HODO website. So I want you to take the time, do the due diligence, learn about this so that you know enough. You should be able to explain the compensation plan in about 15 seconds or less and not spend a lot of time on it. If somebody wants to know the details, you send them to this website. All right. So now the technology in a box. So the HODO app is, you can use it basically on your phone or on a tablet. It does not, this application does not run on a PC or a Mac as far as I know. So you will actually have to log in to your back office or whatever if you're actually on a PC. All right, so one of the other benefits that was recently released to was this HODO Global LLC, HODO Global, HODO Global conference login. So now we have an ability to have conference lines, which from what I saw, and you can look at the features, there are no limits, no reservations, unlimited users, and so it's an incredible pack for having training sessions, meetings online, and this is all provided by HODO once you purchase your RTC, which is your partnership package that you pay for annually. Okay, again, I don't have any experience with this right now. I just went ahead and signed up for it when they offered it because I know that it'll be valuable. All right, so this is a tour here. This is one of the tools, much better package that demonstrates this, and it is how this is a customer relationship management system. This is where your leads will come in. There's another video explains this, and it's relatively simple to use, and your sponsor will help you with this if need be. All right, so this is your back office login, and this is the landing place that you need to end up with for your, and to add your partner ID and your password so that you can fully activate, or at the very least hold your position. Okay, so that's all I have right now. I'm going to open up, I'm going to go back here. Let me close this out. I apologize for the delay here. And we're going to go back here and let me stop sharing my screen. So now you see a picture of my mug and one of my granddaughters here. And now we're going to let it catch up. Okay, so what I'd like to do is see if you have any questions, and I'll give you about 5 minutes or so if you actually have questions. But so if you have questions, please put the comments here. Let's see, can you see this?
What? At first it's myself there, then I see it there.
Right. There's a little bit of latency.
He's like my twin.
Okay, so anybody has any questions, they can go to the host and please get a hold of your sponsor, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. All right? This is Richard Wallen signing off. You have an amazing day.